guys, I'm getting dumber when it comes to going live on here. I've only done this for what, 3 years? I don't know. A long freaking time, but it's not working out for me, guys. It's not working out. I hope I'm actually live. It says I'm live, but who knows, YouTube, you mother. How are you guys? If you're watching in the replay, yeah. I intended to go on like a minute ago, but I have a beautiful new thumbnail. That mother effer will not freaking load. I don't know why there's a flaw. If you do it on your desktop or whatever, it will totally let you choose your thumbnail. It used to let you before they fucked around and found out and they kept messing with everything. So yeah, let me pull up I can't see you guys. I'm sorry, hold on. It is so frustrating to go live anymore. Last week, I have to tell you, I didn't go live. I couldn't handle it. I just was like, I'm not going live tonight. My work, which I love my job, you know. Hey, Kathy, I could see you. But it hurts my brain sometimes. Like I think so much and so hard at work and do, you know, real work. By the time I get off on Tuesday, sometimes I'm spent. My mental capacity is just like, I can't. Let's keep the room upbeat tonight. Let's keep the live upbeat and going, guys. Yes. Hey, Marsha. I know I'm the culprit. Like you're like, yeah, if you'd be a little happier, we'd be happy. I get it. I totally get it. So I had this really cute thumbnail. It's not there, but I will try to upload it from the app. Hey, J Rob. I am it sounds fancier than it is. Well, I don't even think it sounds fancy. It sounds like a high level thing or but it's not really. It's risk and control, okay? For various processes at my work. So, you know, we try to go back and quality check people who have written control elements for all kinds of different things that we do at my job. So there we go. It's not, I mean, I don't know. The actual name of it is like my job title is some like risk analyst, social, something, you know, some like, not socialist. I don't know. Risk and control analyst, something, but I don't know. You did. Well, thank you, Jeanette. That is very sweet of you. Thank you so much. Hey, Apple Blonde. Hey, AB. Jen, Pixie, Buddha. Oh my God, the gang. Rachel. Hi, girl. Hey. The gang's all here. So yeah. Yes. Madison, you are a cutie. Is this my daughter, Madison? Madison B? Is it you? I don't know. She could have some sock accounts that I don't know. Hey! Oh my God, girl. I know what you sent me. Bethany, I know what you sent me, B. What you sent me last year. I'm so excited. I am so freaking excited. Thank you. Thank you so much. I know you say that your Christmas trees are filled up with the fancy schmancy things. And I just have like a couple previously that people have gifted me. I found one 2 nights ago, we found in our cabinet where I cleaned it out to put my coffee. And Carter said, oh my God, Mom, you have a Lenox ornament that you've never used. And it was, I think the realtor that sold us this house bought us that as, you know how realtors will gift you something as a little housewarming. And I think it was our first home, a Lenox ornament. So she fancy in the one that you gave me. And is my name really Winnie B? No, my name, okay. None of that is my name. My birth name is something entirely different, but no one has ever called me that from the day I'm born. Seriously. So I have been called Winnie my whole entire life. If you called and asked Like if you called me and said, is my first name, is she there? I would go, wait, who? And my parents were the same way. If someone called, and we always, we know it's business when someone uses my actual birth name that's on my birth certificate. I always know, like, oh, this is somebody that means business. Hello. Yes, how can I help you? But yeah, I've always gone by Winnie. Yeah, my parents literally named me Winnie. I guess when my birth mother was pregnant with me, I guess they, yes, I knew that you had told me that your whole tree is Linux. That is so swanky. And then I have one that my gal pal bought me in 1994 because we had just had my first child at the ripe old age of 25. I had a baby. Oh, you do? You have a Winnie the Pooh. Maddie, is this you? Because everyone is all, oh, yeah, this is my daughter. Okay. Baby doll. I thought it was you. Okay, your screen name is a little different. Hi, sweets. I sent you something. Daddy sent your package out today. You should have got the email. Yes. So anyway, yeah, when my birth mom, yeah, it's you, baby. I see you. Okay, it's my daughter. So anyway, when my birth mother was pregnant with me, which Maddie knows this story very well. She, they called because my dad worked at Sears and they were, 19 and 20. They were young. And that was my dad's like real first job, right? And they had a credit card for some reason. I guess when you worked there, you could get a credit card and they actually effed up and gave them one. It's gone south for 2 generations now, credit cards. But, so everything that they bought for me, and I can't imagine they bought a whole lot of stuff, but I think my dad said he had a $200 limit at the time. I mean, this is in the 60s, late 60s, guys. And so I guess the clothing, and I don't imagine they had my people were kind of, how do I say this, trashy, white trash. I come from a long line of redneck, poor people. And so I can't imagine they bought anything for my nursery. I used to say that, and then I got to thinking about it like, no, come on. I shared a room with several people. My brother, my little baby, my brother who's 2.5 years older than me, my aunt who was like 15, 16 at the time, maybe 2 or 3 of my aunts, I don't know. So yeah, it was a big house and we all lived in, So I can't imagine they bought anything for a nursery, but I would say they bought clothing or something maybe, or blankets or something. I don't know, on those credit cards. And anyway, at that time, Sears had gone to Winnie the Pooh items. And they were famous for having Disney stuff, right? Hey, Dia. Hey, everyone. I just wanted to drop in real quick. Okay. Yes, you got a nail appointment, girl? Go. Get that nail done. Get your nails done, girl. But hey, Morella, how are you? But yeah, were you named after? Yes. I don't know. At Sears on the Swing, probably. I don't know. I mean, this is just the story that I've heard from some of my relatives, and my dad used to say it. Well, that's why we called you Winnie, was because, back then they didn't have ultrasounds like we do today, 50 something odd years ago. So they didn't know what you were until you actually came out. Yeah, I mean, they could guess by your heartbeat and stuff like that. And they wanted a girl because they had my brother. They had a boy already. And so they wanted a girl at that point, I would say. I don't think my birth mother really wanted anything. She wanted to get out of there and go, live her life. But my dad acted like he really wanted me. I don't know. Who knows? They're gone now. Who knows? But yeah. And so they named me after the Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. A lot of people are very polarized about them. They either love them or they hate them. There's no middle grounds. A lot of people are like, I hate Meghan Markle. Like, okay, girl. But yeah, every girl our age had that Winnie the Pooh dress in one of our, right. Yes. And so my dad would say, I assume he would come home from work and ask my birth mom how the baby was doing, and then it became Winnie. We're going to call her Winnie. My dad always called me Stink until he died. I mean, he literally, when he was feeling nice and sweet, he would call me that. Yes, so that's why they called me Winnie, and that stuck. And my birth mother, my name is very similar to Jeanette. It's not Jeanette, but it's very similar to that. Sounds a lot like it, spelled a lot like it, but it's a different name. But I will say the nurse that came in, I think I told you guys this a couple weeks ago, that the nurse that came in, my birth mother had a very bad headache after she had me, and I assume that's because she had not had her normal dose of. They let you smoke in the, because I'm sure she had nicotine, but I bet she didn't have any caffeine. You know, you have caffeine every day, and she was a heavy coffee drinker and pop drinker. So I'd say that she didn't have. Nope, close. No, but it sounds like Jeanette, but it's not Jeanette. It's very very close. But I would, but what she said, your nickname is Jaybird. That's cute. And so I would, what they've said is my grandmother and my dad decided to go get a cup of coffee because I was born in the morning. And they decided to go down after all the theatrics were over, and she spit me out, right? Hey, Tony, happy Tuesday to you, babe. It's almost Christmas. And they went downstairs, and the nurse that came in to give my birth mom morphine or something for the pain, because she had complained about she wasn't really hurting down there. Her head was killing her, she said, and apparently that headache, they gave her something for it. Oh yeah, I won't tell you guys, but hey, Mandy, and so the nurse's name, apparently after she got the shot, of whatever, she was like, "What's your name?" She was very happy with the nurse. You get Nurse Nightingale syndrome. She was very affectionate toward the nurse and said, "I am going to name this baby after you." Close, Rachel. Very close. Yes. That's almost it. But anyhow, yeah, and she did. She did. That is what happened. That is the name story in a nutshell. And my dad and my grandmother came back and said, "What happened to Winnie?" She's like, "Well, her name's this." And I just don't look like, we'll say Winnette. I just don't look like one. I at all. I mean, seriously, I don't. So, and people have told me that when they figure out my actual real name, they go, "What?" And then they continue to call me Winnie. Go figure. Go figure. Yeah, you do know, Kathy. I think I told you. I told somebody the other day. Somebody just was like, I think emailed me or something, or maybe we were on Insta messaging and someone said, "Tell me your real name." And I was like, "Well, it's this." Winslet? No, it doesn't actually start with a W, which is also strange. Yes, Ralphette. That is it. Ralphette. Wouldn't that be funny? Yeah, I mean, I look and I feel like a Winnie. I always have, and I just, you know, I just identify as Winnie. But I would have loved to have had a name like Winifred or Winette would even have made sense. Gwendolyn is also, which is Gwynnie's name, I believe, right? Probably. I don't really know, but I think it is. And so sometimes they shorten that to Winnie. But no, or so when somebody used to call me Winola, I've been called everything. A lot of people just shorten it to Win. So yeah, yeah. But if you called me and asked for my birth, I'd kind of be like, "What?" Oh yeah. Those of you who have purchased from me, yes, you do know. That's right. And I love the name Elowin. Oh yeah, Elowin and nickname Winnie. Yeah, but you cannot name your kids something like that, Maddie, because they're, do they do it after? I don't know if that would be a thing. I don't know. Winifred is a nun's name. Okay, all right. I mean, that sounds good. Is Bill's last name really B? No, but our last name does start with a B. So there you go. You see how Maddie goes by Madison B? Yeah. Her married name starts with a B. So, Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, oh, I didn't see what Mandy's. Oh, Maddie. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about Maddie. Yeah. Right. Yeah. But yeah, when the giant Pooh Bear left our Sears, Dad asked about buying it, but it was going to another store. Oh my God. I cannot. I cannot. I literally can't imagine that. Like thinking back on it now and knowing how poor we were. And I'm talking about everybody in the family because we all lived in one house. It was a big house, but it was an old dilapidated in a part of town that they affectionately called Little Kentucky in Ohio, because I guess all of the people because my actual family is from Kentucky and they migrated up there for work because there was the GM plant and all that stuff. And my grandfather was a welder. So he got married to my grandma and they promptly moved up to Ohio to start their life, right? And so they lived in a great big old dilapidated house. Yeah. And everybody lived there. I mean, all of my aunts, my uncle, their husbands or boyfriends, and we were the first children to come along. And so, because my birth mother was the oldest of the girls, well, she was the oldest of all of them, and there were 5 of them, so there was 4 girls and 1 boy. Now, my birth mother married my dad, and there were the complete opposite of them. There was 4 boys and 1 girl. Go figure. So yeah, and each one, like my grandmother kept trying for a girl, and she finally, her last baby was a girl. Then my other grandmother on my real mother's side, they kept trying for a boy, and the last one was a boy. So that's how, I mean, yeah, it's a good story. But I can't imagine any of this, all to say, I can't imagine any of them having much. I mean, I don't imagine. I think that formula and diapers were a stretch, unless of course there was WIC back then, and I'm sure there was. But I can't imagine me having anything, beyond like a stuffed bear or so. I can't imagine my brother and I having too much as far as worldly possessions, because as I've told you, we were, and I hate to say it, but we were kind of starving back then, literally starved. So I know it's a sad story and I won't bore you with it again. But anyhow, I do have an unboxing tonight, and it is, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I thought there were 10, but 9 different items. And I know you guys are going, don't cut out on me, guys. Don't leave, because this will be fun. I'll make it fun. But it's sneakers. And it's just sneakers. Like, don't think that I bought these all in one. This is almost the year of sneakers. Well, okay. I'll say the last 4 or 5 months of sneakers. Yeah. I've been on a tear. And I want to say, because somebody did say on my sneaker video that I have posted right now, that I just posted this past weekend, somebody did say, I think it's close to gambling. And it is. I mean, that didn't really dawn on me. I just thought, oh, I'm an old lady who's affectionate towards sneakers, but gambling is the right word to say about it. And I'll tell you why I think that. Because, are we still live? Yeah, okay. Yeah, there you guys are. Oh, God, I know. So sad. So sad. And what's crazy is about Rob Reiner and his wife, I just watched Spinal Tap. My husband and Bill and I just watched Spinal Tap over the weekend because it got put on HBO. Hey, Just Beth. I have been going nuts with Coach, right? It is an addiction, but I think this is gambling for me, the sneaker thing, because if I think about it logically, like, why? I'm an old lady, like, I should just wear a pair of Keds and move on, right? Like, what am I doing with, this is a young people thing, right? But welcome in, Beth. Hey, Jorgelina. Yes, and the thing about sneakers is, so there was a drop today. I didn't hit. That's what we call it. That's what the sneaker people call it. I'm like, oh, I'm a sneaker person now. But I did hit yesterday. Oh my God, I hit. And I was so excited. And I thought after I hit that I friggin' screamed and I got so damn excited that it felt like I had won the lottery. Mind you, I had to pay for these sneakers, but they put you in a raffle. It's a raffle. So, like, if they make 10,000 pairs of sneakers, figure 1 million or 2 million or 3 million, millions of people are vying for that same 10,000 pairs of sneakers, right? So when you win, oh, thank you, Tony. I love it too. Thank you. No, I don't think I've found purse piece. I think that my actual, wallet, my bank account said girl. And the sneakers are, anywhere from, I've found some for 35, you'll see, $35 a pair. Yeah. Up to 200. That's what they retail for. Now, if you buy them secondhand, hey, Dee Dee, I was so freaking, it was like I had hit $1 million jackpot or $10,000 jackpot at the lottery. But mind you, I had to pay for those sneakers. It's not like I got them free, but it's that they picked me to actually buy out of the millions of people who were on there trying to get them and entered the raffle, right? I was chosen out of all those people to win a pair. So, like, to pay for a pair. So, like, it is a form of gambling, guys. It really is. Hey, hon. Hey, T. Tina, hello. Welcome in, Tina. Glad to see you, girl. Yeah, purse piece is only, like, I'll get back into bags and get back on bags, but I think I'm so focused on sneakers and also selling bags right now that I can't. I mean, I did buy a bag. I bought a couple of bags. I have an unboxing this weekend. So it's not like I've totally said, oh no, but there for a while I was going a little too damn crazy. Like, oh, here's a bag. And especially with Coach. So yeah, more purses, no piece, right? It's just purses, purses, purses. And I still love bags. Yeah. We'll seek it forever, but I don't think we'll ever achieve it. But I just am not in a place where, and it'll change. It'll switch over back to bags, but I'm just not in like a, oh my God, I want this bag. I see the bags and I think, oh, I would love to have that bag, but I do not want to shell out for that bag right now. So yeah, it's a switch. Hey, Lori, how are you? Welcome in. Yeah, seeking and never finding. I see people make videos about having purse piece. It may be a thing. I know I used to have sort of a piece about it because I've always bought bags, I've always bought bags, just not to this price range. Like, I let the lifestyle creep really get in and think that I was some kind of Zsa Zsa Gabor. That's an old reference, right? Or, Beyonce or somebody. I was like, oh yeah, I can afford all these bags. No, ma'am, she cannot. She cannot. I can't even afford all these sneakers, but here we are. Sneakers are one clip more affordable for me at buying one, but then they drop 3 or 4 pairs every week, and I want to get in on every one of them to see if I hit, which is insane. And you have to go ahead and pay for them. Like, that one yesterday was a true raffle. You just put your email in, and then you had to pay with a link. That was cool. But I know that most of them, like today, you go in, you pay for it, and then it'll give you a, no, sorry, you didn't win. Or it'll say, hey, yeah, we're shipping those out to you. So you kind of have to buy them. You have to pay to play on those. So yeah, you can either just, you have to just ignore it. But I have tried every single day for the last couple weeks, like when there's a drop. Oh, yeah, I'm going to get in there. I'm Zsa Zsa Gabor. Like, that is such an ancient reference. Like, tell everybody you're 55 plus. And, without telling everybody you're 55 plus, can only have it if, yeah, see nothing new, right? Yeah, it's just such a, and these sneakerhead kids that I watch, 30 years younger than me, 40 years younger than me, they're on here like, this is the new drop. Oh my God, these are going to sell. And then I think in my head, oh, I'm going to flip, which is a great thing. But what happens is they come in and I love them. So I need to stop buying my size. Because if I don't buy my size, I can't wear them. It can't be, I have to then flip them or they're just going to sit here. But yeah, the shoe, Mandy, it's so fun. I go on, like if you download an app called Sneakers, it's SNKR. That's the Nike Sneakers app. They'll sell a lot on their actual website if you go on the like website, but a lot of their drops just come on the Sneakers app, right? And then I also try footlocker.com, or you can download an app. JD Sports, Hibbets, even Nordstrom had a pair today at 7:38 this morning, and I did not go on Nordstrom at all. And they had a pair that just dropped, and they sold out instantly. But who even knew? I didn't know, because I'd have been like snagging them up off freaking Nordstrom, girl. Gotten my damn Nordy bucks and everything. Yeah. But anyway, there's a pair called, they just dropped, and I don't want them at all because I'm not in any way attracted to these sneakers. I don't like the look of them. I won't wear them. But these are the Jordan 11. God, now I can't even think of what they're called, but they just dropped. And they're so, like, everybody's wanting them. And I'm just over here like, what am I doing? And I'm just trying to get them because it's the thrill of the chase, right? And that's what gets me about bags. Remember, I always loved, like, oh God, you know how Coach will drop something, we're like, shit, get on there. You know, it's the thrill of getting that bag, and everybody else didn't get that bag, or you didn't, you know, sometimes you hit, sometimes you know, they call it taking a W, a win, or the L. And so today they dropped a pair that I knew my husband would love, but they had 700 pairs. Usually there's thousands of pairs. No, ma'am. They had 700 pairs of these, and they were all green. Gammas, right. Stanley, thank you. Yeah. Yes, the Gammas. Right, they dropped yesterday, remember? And I couldn't get, or was it, they dropped a couple days. Was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday. But I've been trying to get them. And I don't even want them. I don't even like Gammas. This is like Gamma 11s, right? They're a beautiful shoe, and they have the blue bottoms. Yes, they dropped Saturday, and because they keep, so sneakers will sometimes, unless it's Travis Scott. Hey, I hit Travis Scott. If you didn't hear me, I hit Travis Scott yesterday. I sure did, girl. The Jumpman Jacks with the green bottoms. I hit it yesterday. I hit it. Yes, girl. I'm so excited. But they'll do restocks, which is really just them sitting on stock and then releasing it every little bit. So every single day. And the Black Cats, they dropped a couple of weeks ago. And I like, while I can appreciate an all black sneaker, I just don't wear an all black sneaker because I wear a lot of color. You know what I mean? Like, I wear a lot of pinks, a lot of greens, a lot of red. So I will always go for a sneaker, you know what I mean, with a fun or funky color, as you'll see, over like a triple black or something. I did buy a triple black pair, but of Air Force Ones. But yeah, the Black Cats, they dropped, and the Gammas. And I lost on both. I didn't hit either one. And now it's kind of like, damn it, I want to hit those, but I don't think I'll even wear them. So then what? It's in my head, girl. It is in my head. In my head. Yeah. So anyway. It's so stupid, guys. It is so stupid. Did you know that Travis Scott is Kylie Jenner? I couldn't think of which one, but I knew one of them they have two babies. Those babies, though, are beautiful. Like, those, out of all the Kardashian kids, the Travis Scott and Kylie, I couldn't think of which one it was. Their babies are really adorable. Like, they're beautiful babies. Yeah. Well, they're both hot. I mean, they're both, very attractive people. So, yeah, it makes sense, guys. Jess Beth says, hey, Dawn, I saw your holiday unboxing from Yota. It was, yes. I did watch that. Yes, go watch Dawn's unboxing from Yota. Yota got her this really cool ring, which is from a bag company, Strawberry. It's beautiful. They have a couple of rings on there that are really cute that I was like, oh, maybe I should get one of these rings. You were thinking, okay, Miss Kathy says, I was thinking about getting the new small clay, but it's too close in size to the Chanel Oaks, and I need to, yeah. Pouches are a thing. Like SLGs are a thing, girl. I get into, y'all know, I mean, I'm into sneakers right now, but like I float into, pouches or tiny, yeah, Strawberry, tiny bags or, straps. Sometimes I'm into straps, it's like, girl, sometimes I'm into perfume, sometimes I'm into jewelry, sometimes I'm into like golden goose sneakers. Yeah. I always have to have a thing. I can't just be content to sit around and read a book. You are getting another one? Which one? Okay, the other one that they had on there that had like the little T-bar or whatever. I love that one too. Yes. Girl, yes. Oh, yeah. Oh, she got hers too. Yota got hers. Good. And strap-ons. Yes, girl, strap-ons. Y'all don't even know. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, gosh. Deshandra, hello. I was able to get both the Gammas and the Black Cats. Girl, you are so lucky. Where did you find them? Did you get them from the initial drop? Oh my God, I am so excited. Like, let's talk about those sneakers, girl. I am excited for you. See, I don't think I would wear them, but then the more I see everybody unbox them and show them and talk about them, I'm like, well, shit, I missed, And the Gammas were like $215, I think, right? Yeah. But you hit, man. You hit good. Are you going to flip? Oh, Shoe Palace. I love Shoe Palace. Okay. Are you gonna hold on to them and wear them, or are you gonna flip? Oh my God, I'm so excited. We love bags, we love sneakers. Yes, yes, yes. I know it's such a rush to get on there when they drop them and be like, boom, and then, or to hit a restock. Ooh, there's nothing like it. I keep trying to hit, okay, so I sat in a line, because y'all know that, well, sneaker people will know this, like, but on what is it? What is it? The Champs or whatever, Foot Locker. I got in their stupid, they're bogus as shit. But I got in their stupid, like, oh, you're in line. And I waited all morning, yesterday morning, to get the Gammas. Or was it the Black Cat they restocked? I think it was the Black Cats. And I was like, oh yeah, I got them. And then I kept trying to add to cart. When my number would come up, they never would go. You're going to wear them? Okay, good. Yes. Yeah, I have to tell you all that I did buy the Travis Scott. I paid dearly for them. And I am not going to wear them. I am going to eventually flip when they come back good. When he drops, have you guys, Deshandra, have you seen, girl, the Travis Scott, the blush pink ones that are coming out? Is two, like one that's like a creamy, like a sail color, and then the pink. And then he has one that has pink and then a red swoop. Girl, yes, we need them. We need them. Yes, the pink. Oh my God. We need that drop. We need it. So I'm feeling like the fragments that just dropped that nobody got, but I paid over list for, that I got. I feel like every time he drops a good, they drive up, because remember last year's fragments, the one with the black and the blue, they're freaking just as much as the all sale and white blue ones that he just dropped. So I'm like, shit, they keep, yes, the pink, we got to get them pink. But these, I have to tell y'all, girl, you cannot tell me a thing. And no, I normally would not be into a sus sneaker, but these are the ones I'm wearing because they are Susitania. And I bought them from, I can't remember. He's kick, HES kick.ru. Just, I'm not sponsored, but Snipes. Oh wait, Sherry, hey, Snipes made me wait in a queue for 45 minutes to say, oh, Snipes is a little bitch. I tried them today for the Gammas, but I didn't hit. Yes, I know, right? You have to kind of wait. It's like the stock market, right? But these, girl, I'm telling you right now. So my actual real pair of Travis Scott, these actual fragments are in a box They're sitting. We are not putting them on feet. I won't even try them on. But this I got from China. I'm gonna wear the hell out of these. I don't even care. I'm gonna wear them. But you cannot tell me. You can't tell me. They look good. They're really good. And I would never have thought like, oh, let me go on and get this. But some guy was reviewing them on his channel on YouTube because you know I watch all the sneakerheads now. And some guy was reviewing them, and I was like, hell yeah. So yeah. But anyway, I do like this particular pair, and I'm going to wear them. And if anybody asks me about it, right, the dongle, right? That's what I'm calling it. They do look good. And if anybody asks me about it, I'm going to say they're fugazi. I don't care. I mean, I really don't. But tell me you're going to pay that much money for a pair of sneakers. I paid, you know, the scalping price, the resale prices, okay? Tell me you're going to pay that much for a sneaker and then put them on your feet. I can't do it. Now, if I hit on a raffle, I'm cool. I'm going to wear the Jumpman Jacks that I get. I'm totally going to wear them. But, hi, Mandy. Hi. I mean, bye. Have a good night. I'm glad you came in. Right? I can't do it. So I'm going to flip those because there's no reason to even have them. If I'm just as happy with these sus ones, I don't care. Yeah, I don't even care if people ask me about it. But nobody's going to. Who's going to clock your shoes? That's just like clocking your bag. Don't do it. Yes! Like, okay, so you like your good Chanel classic flat. Yes, you can. Right. There is no worry. You've taken all the scary whatever out. Hey, LA! Yes! Yes, I did. I hit the lotto on those yesterday. Hey, Landa. Hey, Yolanda. I thought this was recording. You did? Oh, no, girl. We live today. But yeah, these dongles, like you can't tell me a thing. I have on my Grinch socks from McDonald's too. I don't know if you can see them, the green ones. I can hardly get my foot up like a wiggle. But yeah, I have on my little Grinchy socks, my free ones. Well, they weren't free. Hell, the Happy Meal was $11 damn. Y'all trying to tell me you're giving away free socks and then charging $11 for a meal that would normally be $7 or $8. Okay, McDonald's, make it make sense. But okay, let's get in to the unboxings because there's a lot. And all of you guys that love sneakers, stick around. Yeah, so here's what happened, Bethany. So McDonald's did a Grinch Happy Meal, but they sold out so quickly. It's an adult meal. And they put a pair of socks in there, a Grinch. There's 4 different colors. There's yellow, red, green, and blue. Yes. Yeah, and the food, right. Yes. But you get a 10-piece McNugget. Well, they don't have it now. And they give you this dill salt, which is green, like dill pickle. And I thought it was delicious. And you get a little bag to put your fries in, and you shake that salt up in it. Yeah. And that was all of it. Yeah, socks from McDonald's. But okay. All right, let me see. So the first pair, I didn't bring my box up here because I did wear these for a little while today just around the house. But girl, I got these. These are, they're called the Blazer Mid 77 because, you know, 77 was the first year that Nike made the Blazers. But these are the Jumbo Swoosh. So they made these in 2021. They redid them. I think this pair came out in 2022. But they made them in a green, a blue, a light blue. Remember that original light blue they came out with the rubber toes back in the day when we were kids? Yeah. So I do not like a high top, but this is a mid, which comes down lower on the back of my heel. And this mesh material is like really gauzy and stretchy. So it's really not uncomfortable at all. But I actually thought the salt was so gross. Oh my God, I love the salt. Like I got a few extra. You can still get the salt. If they're like, oh yeah, while we still have the salt, we'll give it out to you. And so I've gotten 3 or 4 packs and they give you a shit ton. So I put it in a little shaker because somebody told me somebody did that on YouTube or something. Tony, right? I thought the salt was delicious. So I put all the packets that I had in a little thing that I've got, and so I can use that. I'm such an old lady, guys. But anyway, these are a pair that I just actually picked up. These, you like them? These are a trip. Yeah. Yeah, I think we are getting one, right? Because Clarksville got one, like Nashville. There's been 3 or 4 in and outs. But yeah, we don't have one here. Yes, we're getting one. Tennessee is just now getting in and outs. But anyway, these are the first pair that I have to show you. They are the Blazer 77 mid from 2022. I actually just picked them up off of GOAT. I keep a wish list going of all the sneakers that I want, but most of them are way too expensive. So yeah, GOAT did a Black Friday week thing where you could get in raffles. And, you know, I love that because I was like every few minutes looking to see what was on there. And then you could try to, you know, buy it. And that was like a whole week of gambling. So now I'm hooked. But I actually bought some pairs that are like $40. I'll show you which ones that I got that were like totally cheap and worth it in my opinion. But anyway, yeah, these I love. I actually love my barber, the guy that cuts mine and Bill's hair. He had a pair of dark blue ones, and I just every time I see him wearing those, I'm always like, I'm gonna get a pair of those. I'm gonna get a pair. And these came up, and I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna get them. So I did. I got these, and I'm not upset about it at all. They have the old school soles on them. Girl, yes, I'm about it. Okay. I'll show you. I'm going to save my favorite pairs. I have 2 pairs that I just got that are my freaking all-time favorite. Well, you know, I'm not wearing these either, guys. These are the Stranger Things, and these went up to like $500 resale. And y'all know I love these so freaking much. Oh my God, I love them. New sneakers smell, but they look aged. Girl, you can't tell me anything. I love it, love it, love it. They've been advertising in Northeast Ohio. Okay, girl. Oh, in Lebanon. Okay. I was thinking it was like Clarksville, but you're right. Murfreesboro makes sense. Yes, yes, yes. So anyway, these are the Stranger Things that I picked up when they dropped. Love these. I have another pair of Stranger Things too, but not in this haul. Okay, so this one is, oh, these are so cute. And I think I got these for $45 during the GOAT sale. But look how stinking cute these are. These are called the Barbershop. Yes, I wrote down everything so I wouldn't be able, these are a Dunks and they are called Barbershop. For some reason, I'm really drawn to Dunks right now. And I used to never be a Dunk girl. But, you know, when in Rome. But look how cute. It's got like a, one of those, you know, clipper things on the top. I don't even know. But I loved it because it had this really cool, funky print inside. Kind of remind me of like Louis Vuitton or something. This brown, like cool print. And then it had this Tiffany blue bottom and it had the Tiffany blue everything in the swoosh. What? These are actually cool. Like, I think this is a good pickup. That's what you know what? I think I would wear black cats or, yeah, clippers. Clipper guide, yes. And I do think I would wear the Gammas. But here I am talking myself into 2 more sneakers. When y'all see all the sneakers, you're going to be like, bitch, you don't need no more sneakers. You've gone from bags to gone from purses and bags to damn sneakers. Stop. You need to stop. You need rehab. I do. But these are so friggin' cool. I love, love, love. Okay. I'm going to say I love 50 million times because that's what I do during an unboxing. But I don't know how else to convey how much I love them. Ooh. Yes. And always keep your box too. I don't know. If you ever want to resell, you know, you got your box. But yeah, it gets a little like crazy because unless you store in your box, that takes up a lot of room. Okay, this next pair, let me see. Ooh. They call this the Olympic Air Force Ones, girl. Oh my God. Let me make sure I'm telling you right. Yeah. Yeah. These are the Olympics. Yes. Look. Okay. Y'all are going to, I'm heartsick over having sold my Jordans. Girl, get some more. Go on, go. I had the original ones in high. Oh, yeah. But the red was metallic. Oh, man. Yeah. But you know what I found? Because I have a pair of original Blazers. Not original, but probably early 90s. They are melting. Yeah, and I have another pair of waffle runners too that I really need to throw them out. They're melting as well. So yeah, the ones from the 80s and stuff, they were not made well. Well, I mean, come on, it's 40 years, but yeah, I get it. But these are so cool because I love a little, I love all the color in it, which is just really something. But y'all know the thing that I love the most is like the inside is different, you know what I mean? And I want some, they're called What the Dunks, but they're expensive as hell. And they also make the clots, they just say What the blank. And those are affordable. And I bought a pair from eBay and they went to authentication and they were only $100. But they send all their sneakers in. They said, "Hey, Ed." They said, "Oh, sorry. I love looking at people with cool shoes, but I have no sense of style." Oh, yeah, you could pull them off. If I can, anybody can. But they sent me a thing that said, "Nope, sorry, these are not authentic." Or I don't even know if they said it's authentic. They just said they did not pass, whatever. And the guy reached out to me and he was like, "I don't know why they said these weren't authentic. There's no box," which I was like, "That's okay. I'm going to wear them." And he's like, they're real, they're authentic. And I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if I buy them from you again, they're just going to go back through authentication and not pass. Like, it's not, I mean, I believe you, but if they stop the sale, how am I going to get them? I felt like he was trying to say, like, text me or something. And I was just like, I'm not getting down with all that. But they're really cool. And they're like two different totally sneakers, but they go together. But yeah, I love the idea of like one side is this colorway and then bam, this side is, because it's like the Olympic flag, it has all the colors on there. So cool. And they're silk. They're all satiny silk. Oh my God, I love. And they do come with an extra set of laces. So you could lace these joints up with the black or, leave that one. I don't know. But they're, they've got the gold accents too, which I didn't really notice. But yeah, I think I only paid like 45 bucks or something for these because they were on the goat sale. I was like, hell yeah, give me a pickup on that. Or maybe 60 bucks. They come in a nice box and everything. You can tell these have been like a major score back in the day. But yeah, loving those. I love those because those were like really colorful. And then I thought they were leather until they came. And then I was like, well, shit, these are even cooler because they're satiny. So I don't know if I would wear them, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to wear them. Oh, of course I'll wear them. To me, Air Force Ones are not as comfortable as Dunks, but what am I going to do? Yeah, I got this for $57 from an Instagram ad. The Clover bracelet. Yeah, 57 bucks. Yep. Y'all know me. I ain't got no Van Cleef. Girl, I'm over here buying sneakers. I'm not buying Van Cleef. Okay, hold on. Those are my two favorites. I gotta save those to the end. Okay. Massive sneaker unbox. Now, these are called the triple blacks. They're really cute. But I don't, I feel like these are more like, when you used to work at restaurants and stuff and they always said like, you have to wear black sneakers or whatever. These would be perfect. Like back in the day when I worked at Captain D's and McDonald's and stuff, I would totally have worn these because they just look like a working shoe, but they're also very cool and stylish too. But yeah, they match my bag, right? They match the P9, but they're just like all triple blacked out. Everything on them is just all dark and sexy and lovely. And yeah, they smell so good. I love them. Live unboxing. Yes. Get it. I get Nike and Adidas. Oh, I missed it went off. Oh, come on. I would love a Van Cleef something, but good God. They're expense. As Yota would say, they're expense. But yeah, these are some really cute Air Force Ones. I am about it. So cool. And I think I picked these up for like 50 bucks or something. The goat sale did me in. Like, I can't wait till the next one drops, but I think it'll be next, it's going to be Thanksgiving, but they really have a fun like week of all these drops, and like every 15 minutes it's like all the dead stock that they've held on to, and there might just be one pair. But they did one night, they did the Louis Vuitton, they did a pair of Dior's, the Nike and Louis Vuitton, the Nike and Dior, and those were worth thousands of dollars. And then one night they did the Wizard of Oz. Have y'all seen that? That was only a friends and family drop. So like that didn't even get sold. Like there's a pair of Poppy Wizard of Oz that you can pick up for like $100 right now. But these are all sequined, like the ruby red slippers, all sequined out. 28 grand or $28,000. Like they go for anywhere from like 18,000 up to, because nobody really got to buy them. You just got, if you were friends and family, they made, I don't even know, probably 500 pairs or something, and that's all they got it. But yeah, so they're super sought after. Did you know they make a Freddy Krueger Nike too? They did a Ferris Bueller. And then they did an ugly Christmas sweater, which they're high top, so I would get those for the novelty, but they're expensive as shit. Like they're like $700. Girl, you can really get it. The sneaker game is no joke. Okay, these are Air Jordans. Ah, okay. I do like these. They're not Reds and they're not really the Chicagos, but they kind of have that colorway. And I like them. But these were pretty cheap too. They weren't expensive, but these are cute. I like the big fat tongue because I like to wear mine sort of unlaced and they kind of flop. Sometimes, but they're more comfortable like that, especially this kind. Ooh. God, they smell so good. Which is better, new sneaker or new bag smell? It's a toss-up, guys. It is a toss-up. But I really like these. I am going to wear these too. I need to try these on. What do these look like on feet? They look like they're going to be comfortable. I didn't even try any on. Yeah, they kept coming in because I bought so many that week and Maddie was here. And when they would come in, I just kind of set them aside and, I didn't know what to do. Like because I didn't want Bill to know I was over here buying more sneakers, because if he knew I had all these sitting here, I got to put these away before he comes up here. But if he knew I had all these, he'd be pissed. Ooh, these fit like a glove. What size did I get in these? Sometimes I wear, okay, so these are the youth sizes. Sometimes you can get a better deal if you can wear like the 6s or the 7s in grade school sizes, like the big kids. So just an FYI. I wear an 8 to 8.5, depending on the make of the shoe. So like I can get away with wearing a 7 youth, and they're cheaper. So yeah, my kid did too. I've been buying my son a few pairs here and there, because if I hit and I don't hit on my size, I'll go ahead and hit on. I told my son about your Travis Scott's Nike story. Oh my gosh, that was a friggin' nightmare, dude. It was like everything kept happening because there was 4 different pairs on the line. That was crazy. But yeah, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, these are nice. These are really nice. I like them. I love it when they have like a nice translucent sole too. I love that. Now I don't really have, the only really, I'll say, sought after or expensive pairs that I have are the Travis Scott Canaries. And now the sneakerheads are all like, oh, those are your mom's shoe. And I'm like, well, I'm a grandma, so yeah, it makes sense that I would be drawn to that yellow and blue pair of Travis Scott's. Those are really nice. But the Canaries, and then those Fragments, and now the Jumpmans. I really, for whatever reason, I love the Travis Scott drops. I just love them. Yes, I scored, right? Oh my God, I hit on the yesterday pair too. Oh, I'm so excited, guys. I'm so excited. So these are some, I gotta keep these in. Bill will hear me. And he'll be like, oh my God, are you still buying a bunch of sneakers? No. I bought him a pair. I hope he's not downstairs watching me. But I bought him a pair for his birthday, or well, his birthday and his Christmas. They're a couple days apart, and our anniversary is tomorrow. Well, Thursday. So I bought him a pair of, they were from Halloween 2024. I really want the Halloweens this year, but I didn't get them. But they're a Halloween pair from last year, and they are green, like acid green, and then black, and then on the toe, they have a skull. And he loves green, and he loves skulls, so these were perfect for him. So I snagged those up the other day. They haven't come in yet. I hope they make it. Thanks for sharing. Hey, girl, I'm not done. I got a bunch more. Cheaper than sneakers are cheaper than handbags. They are totally, unless you get into the really, like me, stupid, crazy. I can't do that though. I either have to hit on the drop or forget it. If I don't hit, I gotta pass and go on. Like I can't dwell on it and get hung up. Yeah. So, but yes, girl, yes. Okay. These are, what are these? These are the Air Force. Oh, I just picked these up last week. And I hit on these too, but I don't think anybody, they had dropped these at the same time as the Black Hats. I keep feeling a piece of hair on my nose. Let me see. Okay. But I picked these up during the same drop, and everybody was going for Black Cats, so these were easy to get. So I got these on the drop, but these are like mulberry rose. And they're that patent, and I'm not normally a patent girl, but I just thought the colorway was so cute on these with the blue. And they didn't even come, I don't even think they came with a, yeah, they did come with another, no, they didn't. Oh, I thought they would come with a different pair of, a lot of times the Nikes will drop with several pairs of laces so you can switch up your look. But I just thought these were amazingly cute. These are cute, right? And they give you a little height. Because they're, you know, they've got a big thick heel on them, this kind. And I love, love, love. Yeah, these are like the girliest, cutest ones. These, right? I thought you guys would like be like, yeah, girl, I get it. Because these are like the mulberry and the rose. And then they've got this real pretty blue on them. Super cute, super shiny. Yes. I love Pat McGrath. These are fun, right? The blue and the pink, they just go. They're just like, bam. Loving these. They smell rubbery. They're very latex smelling. And how do I know what that smells like? Well, girl, y'all know me. But these are fun and cute and just a really neat pair of sneakers. So I'm glad I got these in the drop because it's not something I would have picked up unless I hit on them during the drop because I like them, but I would have been okay if I missed them. But I just got lucky because they were the exact same day as the Black Cats, and everybody wanted those instead. So I was like, well, y'all are zigging. I'm going to zag over here and grab these little puppies. Because I felt like they would restock the Black Cats, and they have a million times, but they're still hard to catch. So, yeah. Yeah, sometimes, well, the men's pairs, Tony, I think they're super good and wide. So yeah, you might want to go a size up, like a half size up, and then, you know, get you a wider. Yeah, I have super wide feet too. So that's why I'm good with the Nikes. But 8 Tom Ford, ooh, yeah. Tom Ford is like, whew, the Cadillac of sense, girl. I love Tom Ford though. I like a lot of his stuff. Kathleen, hey, how did you accumulate all those points? Who are we talking to? Oh, yeah, somebody said they had, oh, Kathy. Kathy had 12,000 points. Yeah, girl. Are you talking about on Nordstrom? Or in your Nordy notes or whatever? Girl, I just gained a $10 off. You know that thing of like, I didn't really understand, like when you're shopping on Nordstrom and you, yeah, oh, I love Vans and Converse too. But yeah, I didn't know you can shop while you're shopping online. It'll say, oh, Ulta points. Gotcha. I always spend mine before I get any. Yeah, I can't accumulate nothing. I always spend mine up. So I was like, you use your points? I'm like, hell yeah. But yeah, all three of us, Maddie, me, and Carter share our Ulta account. So I usually spend what we have pretty quick. But yeah, the Nikes though, they can go up to wide. I forgot what I was even saying. Sorry guys. I had a point and then I veered way far off from. But Tony, yes. I have super wide feet too. So it's a thing. But yeah. Points don't expire. Oh, okay. If you're platinum above. Wow. Kathy is like, she ain't playing around with her Ulta girl. But yes. The Nordstrom points, do they expire? Oh, yeah. I was talking about my Nordstrom points, right? Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for reeling me back. But no, I didn't know you could go in there and choose like the day that you, like if you shop heavy that day, you can choose when you check out to like do a double point day or something or triple points. And I'm always like, well, who the hell wouldn't do that? Like you're stupid for not, right? Like I always do that because then you can get more points and then you get a Nordy note. Yeah. I bought something really big there one time, probably a handbag. And then I got like really great points. Like I had like a shit ton. And I used them right up. Yeah, double points days. Yeah. But I'm like, every time I shop, I don't shop on there every day, but every time I shop, they offer me that. I'm like, yeah, of course, I'll take it. So those were fun. There's just a couple. There's 3 pairs left, guys. Oh, wait. Oh my God, these though. When Taylor was a baby, we used to buy him really good sneakers. Even if we couldn't afford it, we would always get good sneakers. So we kind of spoiled him on sneakers. So now he's still like that bougie about his sneakers. But I bought him a pair like this when he was little bitty. And they're called the Up Tempos. But these are the whatever brand or collab. But I just thought these were so cool because of all the different colors in there. And I love the colorway on it. But yeah, I want to buy my grandson a pair of these Up Tempos. Not in this colorway, but like in a dark pair. Like Taylor had the navy pair when he was a kid. And he loved those sneakers so much. And he wore the shit out of them too until, you know, he grew out of them. But these are really cool. But yeah, they have all the rainbow colors in them. And I was just like, oh, I didn't even know they made these. But these are the what the Clod or what the Dunks or Up Tempo. Yeah. There's so many names. There's so many different kinds. Like, there's a Valentine's pair that are pink and like suede-ish that are Dunks, and they have the red. Oh, I would love to have those too, but they're like $1,000. But I love these. I thought these were really cute, and I can do a mid pair, but I cannot do a full-on high top pair. The like Chicago's that come up like I can't do those. But I love these, right? The pink ones. I think you guys respond to these girly ones the most. Like these are so cute. They smell good too. Oh God. Okay. My 2 favorite pickups of the year. Seriously, I've already worn these, but I put them back in the box just to be bougie. But these are some of my favorites ever. And they came with 3, so 4 total because the lace is in them. And then, no, they came with 3 because I used 1. I took out, they came with like a rope lace inside and I switched those out. Y'all aren't ready. Oh my God. These are so cute. These are called the Voodoos. The Zion collab Voodoos. And they're purple? What? I know. But look at these. They look like almost like zombies or, you know, well, they're called Voodoos, but look how freaking cute these are. And girl, I wrapped these all back up like I wasn't going to wear them again, but I've already worn these once. Ooh, I love these so much. I love them. I love them. Okay, but check out the 2 pairs together. Like, they have that sort of contrasting look, right? So you can see, like, the dark swoosh on this side and then the light on the inside. I love it contrasting, like, for whatever reason, the different, you know, look on each shoe and each, like, inside. And if they're different, Both shoes are, I'm gone. I'm dead. I like want those so much. I love Reeboks. Yeah, Reeboks back in the day were so cute. They had all the different colors. They actually dropped those again because, you know, Shaq bought Reebok and that's his brand now. Right, the purples. Guys, I knew you guys would be into the super curly ones. Like, I love, love, love. And I put this like minty green in there. Like, they glow in the dark. So how stinking cute are these sneakers right now? I can't even, guys. I'm so dead. Like, these are so cute. I love them. Yeah, you can kind of see the different, see how one toe is really purple and this one's like a darker, like when they do that on a sneaker, I'm done. I'm like, okay, give them to me. I gotta have them. I gotta have them. Like, I really, really like them. Is this like reselling Hermes? It can be. It can be very lucrative because this pair, which mine are Fugazi, but this pair, girl, like for a minute, these went up to $4,000 when they dropped and nobody could get them. For a minute in this size, they went up to $4,000. Not this exact. I have the actual ones. But when they dropped and nobody could get these, they did that whole thing. It was like a shock drop too. Nobody could freaking get them. And then they made so few that drove the friggin' price up. And then every time that Travis Scott drops another pair, like he just dropped new yesterday, right? I'm so excited. All of his, yeah, they're serious. Yeah, they're cutthroat about it. Like, hey, Mary Beth, how are you, bestie? Yes, sneakerheads are really way more than purse galleys. Like, they are serious and they don't play. They do not play with these sneakers, girl. But yeah, and it's like the stock market. So, like, you know, for a day or two, these were $4,000. Hey, Colleen, how are you? Hey, girl. I meant to, was it you? No, somebody I need to email back. Somebody got their bag the other day, which I think you and I talked about your bag. But I'll go to bed and read my emails and then forget to, you know, and then I'll wake up like, oh, not remembering. And I'll think, oh, I have to, yeah. We're talking about sneakers, girl. I'm unboxing sneakers. But yeah, it's just like the, yes, the concert tees can go crazy too, right? But yeah, it's like the stock market, like, they'll get really hot, and then, you know, if Travis drops something crazy, then all of his sneakers will go way up in price. Like last year's fragments, they sold for $2,000 or $3,000, and now they're down to like $1,200, which these are down to like $1,500, depending on what size. But yeah, girl, they're crazy with these sneaker drops. I'm telling you, they get wild. But anyway, these zombie pairs, like or not zombie, they remind me of zombie, but they're called Voodoo. But friggin' love. Now, my favorite drop so far that I actually got, woo, when they drop, because when they drop 2 or 3 different pairs on the same day, you know, a lot of the more, you know, favorited ones, they'll go that way, and I'll go over here and pick up another pair. I love when they drop, you know, really like, oh, these are going to sell out. Everybody's going to, like the Gammas or the Black Cats. Like, I'm always like, well, what else did they drop? And I might really love them. So, and there's another drop this week, maybe next week, the week of Christmas. And they're the clot pair or whatever, that are 2 different totally shoes, but they're mashed together and they make one. And oh, they're so cute. I want to get that pair for retail. I don't want to pay $1,000. I don't want to pay $1,000 for any of them. But yeah, this is my last pair, but oh my God, girl. These are called the Krampus. Like Christmas, the Krampus. Yes, for Christmas. They dropped 2 weeks ago. I want to say 2 weeks ago. But look how cool these are. Oh my gosh. I love these. They're that red crackly, like the Stranger Things. They're the same kind. But look at the bottoms. I know. And these are like this red, orangey red, and then they're trimmed out in the orangey red. I love these. And they have like a dark orange lace that you can switch out to. Oh my God. I had, like, when I heard they were dropping these back in the summer or whatever, I was like, put that on my calendar. We're getting it. It's a deal. I think they dropped on December 4th. This one is a cool one. I love it. Hey, Kelly. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. How are you doing tonight, babes? You bought several teas. Yes. Yes. Are you feeling better, Dawn? Hopefully you are. You guys had a good live the other night. That was so fun, the pajama party. But yeah, these are some of my favorite. They're super soft. I haven't even tried them on. I just put them up to unbox with you guys. I was going to do a whole video about it, and then I was like, I don't want to do a whole video. I'll just do a a live video on it. But man, oh man, when they do this tongue like that too, girl, so good, so freaking good. I love these. The back is really cool too. But I love the red bottoms and the like really dark, like crackly leather, like my soul and my skin paired up in a sneaker. Yeah, and this orange edging, like they're on fire. It looks like lava or something, and they're like on fire, girl. I am dead. I'm gone. I love. And they do different shirts for each city. Yeah. I found an AC/DC shirt at Sam's, which isn't authentic like nothing, but I found one that actually had my town, the tour that my brother and some of Bill's friends actually went to back in the 70s. I think it was like 77 or something. But the last city on there is my city. And I can remember when they were here. Isn't that cool? The sneaker makes you think of Celine Canvas. I know. I didn't think of that, but oh my God, now that you said it. Isn't it the greatest? Oh, girl, I love these. I am so gone with the sneakers, girl. I love. Oh, wow. I didn't show you this either, but the insoles all come out, and like the insoles make them too. Like they do something really cool, but it's got like the Krampus stuff on the inside too. Christmassy. How freaking cool. Like Hellfire. There's like a little bird. It's very cute. Oh my God. I love it. And I think I was able, these are 6.5. So sometimes I can wear a 6.5 in men's. They fit me the best. Or a 7 in grade school, like a big kid. So yeah. Yeah, I do love a cool concert tee. Like there's nothing better. I love seeing a lady of our age walk around in a really cool concert tee. I just love it. And very cool sneakers too, right? Stones today canceled 2026 tour. Hope nothing is wrong. Oh God, yeah. But this year we lost the drummer. We lost the drummer this year, right? Yeah. I saw them in 89. Was it the Steel Wheels? Does that ring a bell? Steel Wheels tour, I think is what they called that. I could be wrong. But in Raleigh. Yeah. And that tour they had, I don't know if they do this every time. Marsha, that was a good show, I bet. But I don't know if they do this every time, but they had the great big blow up of the Honky Tonk Woman. So when they do the song, and it's 2 big blow ups of like this huge 50-foot. Yes. I was in college too. On each side of the stage. And when they are really into the song, the 2 blow ups are going. It's a honky tonk woman. You know what I mean? So it's a really cool. That was a really cool tour. I was high as a kite. Steel Wheels 99? No, it was in the 80s. 90s, yeah. No. Well, it could have been 90. 89 or 90. Yeah. Yeah. I could have swore it was 89, but I think I saw Delicate Sound of Thunder in Raleigh in 89 or 88. I don't know. But I did see, those blow-ups were really cool. So yeah, I was thinking 89 too, but yeah, I don't know. Steel Wheels, yeah. Such a good Bridges to Babylon tour. Yeah, I've only seen them one time. And I think the night before, so that was a cool week because the night before that, I took a bus with a friend to, yeah, it might have been 90 because I was living in a little tiny apartment. And I remember the guy was a friend of the guy I was dating, and we kind of made out a little bit. But I mean, yeah. I think you're right because I lived in a tiny little apartment. This was the one time that I lived by myself in college. But anyway, the night before we went to see, yes, okay, yeah, 89 because it was hotter than balls. It was hotter than freaking balls outside. Yeah, I will never forget that. But I mean, I was having a good time. But the night before that, we had gone to Nashville on a concert tour bus. Like our radio station sponsored it, our local, which I actually ended up working for this station. But yeah, he and I took that concert bus down to Nashville and saw Elton John the night at the Starwood in Nashville. And so we were fifth row to that too. It was really phenomenal seats. I want to say that was that night. Yeah. But I love it. Thank goodness we don't have video, right? I would be so in trouble. Oh, I'd be canceled for sure. Yeah. For freaking sure. But yeah, we drove all the way up there and then back. And then I left that morning with some friends and went down to Raleigh. So it was like I went this way 5 hours and then back this way to home. I like slept for maybe 2-3 hours, got in a car with my friends and we drove to Raleigh. That was back when, I was 20 something and my early 20s and I could really just, yeah, hell yeah. But yeah. Steph said I graduated from high school in 90, so I remember that July. Yes, girl, yes, yes. I was supposed to be graduating 90, 91, 90 should have been the year that I graduated from college, but let's say it took me a while. So yeah, I didn't get out of school till 92. I was telling a lady at work yesterday because we were talking about, when you post out for a job where I work, they always like ask you if you graduated college. And I had a manager one time who was always like, "Oh wow, yeah, you have a college degree. That's a leg up around here." And I never really put much thought into it, but that college degree has never done shit for me. I will tell you that. Oh, okay, so yeah, we're along the same age, yeah. Okay, Kathleen says I saw them at Shelter Island outside. Ooh, wow. They were out by a bonfire. We didn't have tickets to go to the concert. I didn't hear them sing, but it was awesome. Wow, that would have been awesome. That's something to see. You graduated college in 91. Yes. So yeah, I graduated in 92. I was on the 5.5, 6-year plan. But yeah, I was saying, yeah, I had this one boss one time several years ago, and she was always like, oh, she was way younger than me. She was always like, girl, tell him that, put down your college degree. Like that's, I'm like, all right, whatever. But now I think it's a hindrance to me because you have to enter the year that you, I was 86, so I should have been in 90. But yeah, right. I see you, girl. Bethany, but I was telling a girl yesterday at work, I was like, I think it's a hindrance because you have to put the year that you graduated. You can't just put, yeah, I have a college degree, I have a BS and whatever. You have to, right? You have to put down the year, which ages you right off the bat to anybody that's potentially wanting to hire you. And then what if you're up against kids that graduated college in 2000, whatever, or even late 90s? We'll take that. That was when computers were, like when we were in school, yeah, of course, we went to the computer lab and we had huge computers, but it wasn't like we did everything on a computer. So we weren't really versed in the computer age. We were just a little before that. So it kind of is, I don't think it's a help to us that are of a certain age. I think it's more of a, because the hiring manager automatically sees like, oh, well, we know that bitch is at damn near 60. You know what I mean? And then they see some kid that graduated in college in 2012. And they're like, oh, yeah, they're going to be here for the long haul. So, yeah, I really think it does kind of You know, oh, I barely graduated too, girl. And I hate when they ask you your grade point average because I'm always like, well, shit, I'm almost too embarrassed to tell you it took me so long to get out of college, but I'm really embarrassed to tell you what I had. Yeah. Kathleen says, I graduated high school in 1975 and graduated with an AA in medical record technology in 91. Good for you. That's a good, yeah. Right on. I feel you. Did you mean 85 or were you saying 75? I feel you. Yeah, right. On a big IBM. Remember in school when when you would get to go out of your class and go into the computer pods and play what was it? Oregon Trail or whatever. Like what? Like we thought that was just the shit. Like, yeah, hey Melissa, how are you, doll? Yeah, they're not gonna get a hold of my damn transcript. What are they gonna see? How are they? Girl, you looking at my transcript from 35 years ago? Good luck to you. Like, I had a 4.0 as far as you know. I went to the insurance guy one time and my insurance guy was sitting back in his office and his little assistant was taking down all of our information, and I don't know what it was for, but anyway, they asked, have you ever taken illicit drugs or whatever? Da 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 da. And I said, no, not as far as you would know. I mean, come on. And my insurance guy just cracked up laughing. He's like, I like that answer. He's like, yeah. I'm like, it's none of your damn business. Of course I have smoked. I have smoked weed in the last whatever. That's none of your damn business. Now I don't now, but we did not have cell phones, right? I got a bag phone in the late 90s. Well, it was the guy I was seeing. Not late 90s. Wait a minute. Early 90s. Would have been early 90s. I had a bag phone. Remember those? And you'd have to turn it on and then make the loud boop, boop. And then you'd have to hit like send for it to, and you'd put the actual phone up to your, But our kids don't know the thing, and our grandkids don't know that thing of picking up the landlines and turning it on, or just picking it up to hear a dial tone. Because if you didn't get a dial tone, that meant your phone was dead and you couldn't call anybody. So our whole lives, we would pick up the phone and then dial the number, which my kids thought was so freaking crazy. Yes, that bag phone, nobody would steal that thing because they couldn't get out of your car. Steph says, no traditional 4-year degree can keep up with AI right now. Exactly. The education system better change quick or we're going to, yeah. It's scary to even think about that. Yeah, dial-up internet, right on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, from 92 to 93. And, I had a really nice flip. Like, after me and Bill got together, like, 99, 2000. I don't remember what year it was. Well, we've been together. We probably had 2 kids by then, but I had this really nice, because remember the big old brick flip phones that had the thing that just really didn't do anything but the Motorola, and it flipped out, looked like a Star Trek thing. I had one that was rose colored inside. I shit you not. And it took me a while to find that damn phone, and I got it, and I was so proud of it, and I left it in my car one night and left my doors unlocked, and somebody stole it, and I grieved so hard for that phone because I couldn't get another one. It was a one-of-a-kind, girl. I loved a cool phone. That, I used to change my phones back when you could. You could go in there and change your shit all the time. You could buy an unlocked phone and take in there. And I had the coolest freaking phones. I loved keeping a new phone. I had that thing that flipped up. Remember that? That like you'd see in rap videos and stuff. I had one of those because I loved it. Yes. I had a BlackBerry. That's right. Oh, yeah. Yours were nice, though. I know. They were cool. They were cool phones. They were cutting edge. Yes. I remember. In the 90s, I rolled up to a carpool in a black Trans Am with a Verizon phone built into the center. Oh, girl, you were fancy. Oh my God, you were the entire moment. Yes. I had a Camaro back in the day. It was a piece of shit, actually, but I really thought it looked cool. It was a Berlinetta or something. It was like gold, bronzy color. I mean, it wasn't all that, but yeah, but I mean, a Trans Am would have been cool. Did you have a T-top? Ooh, I love it. My Razor phone. I freaking loved my Razor phone. Oh my God, I loved it so much. I had a pink one. Remember when they released the different colors? Could not tell me a thing when I had that damn flip phone, that Razor. Loved, loved, loved. I would love to have one now because they reintroduced the Hello Moto, the the Razors. Loved my Razor. You could not tell me shit. I was so cool with my Razor phone. And I also had a phone that looked like I bought it from China. No, I bought it from Japan. I bought it on eBay, unlocked, and it looked like a compact. It was, it was totally like a compact. And that was the whole feature of it. You could flip it open and then turn the thing off, and it was a mirrored effect. So it really did look like, and then you turned it on and it had the numbers and the stuff around it. And then all of this lit up. And I used it one time. It was so freaking cool. I used it at Dollywood one day in a line, and everybody was like, oh my God, where did you get that phone? That photo's so cool. Oh my God. And then it was a real bitch to use. It wasn't very user friendly. And so I traded it in for like a Razor or something, but I didn't trade it in. I actually sold it for $50. One girl, I forget where I was, maybe at my doctor's office, was like, if you ever sell that phone, call me. And I did. I called her. I was like, girl, I'm selling my phone. She wanted it. But yeah. You had a 94 Camaro, Patriot Red. Girl, T-top. Oh, shit. My parents won it at bingo? Are you serious? That is so freaking cool. They had to pay taxes on it, right? But hell, you got a brand new car for that. It was, yeah, I bet. Yeah, my cousin Linda, when we were kids, she got an IROC Z. Do you remember those? And she had the personalized tag, I'll never forget, which said I dash ROCK or whatever, or IROCs or something. But I just thought, oh my God, you are the shit. It was so cool. It was like a maroon type red. I can't remember. Maybe. But yeah, that was nice. Big fan of vintage Volvos. All right. My first car was I don't know. It was a Datsun 280Z. Yeah. And I loved that car. And my dad, of course, took it away from me being a dick. They paid minimal taxes, right? Oh my God, your parents were so smart. Wow. My mom was on a cruise one time for her work. Her work had sponsored this cruise. She worked for Miller Beer, and so did her husband, my stepdad. And they got a cruise. No. They got a cruise once, but this wasn't the cruise. This was Vegas. This was a trip to Vegas. They sponsored this trip and sent everybody out. And she called me in the middle of the night screaming her face off. And she had won a Mustang in like 1991. Yeah. And I lived in that little tiny apartment I was telling you about. I'll never forget it. She called me in the middle of the night. It was like, oh my God. Like, I was like, are you okay? She was like, yes. And she was crying, screaming, and she had won a damn car. And what was so nutty about it is that her car, the transmission had gone out on it the week before. Oh, we had a Maverick. We had a yellow one. We had a yellow Maverick. Yep. It was the yellow, lemon yellow one. But I remember the green ones. Yep. Hell yes. Remember the Maverick, drove it. That's the first car I ever drove. I learned to drive in that damn Maverick. And then she got a Toyota Tercel. But yeah, she wasn't very big on, she was not like, oh, let me get a fancy car. Hell no. If it went into park and drive, she was good with it. No air conditioning, we're fine. Yeah, that thing had black Vinyl. Do you remember the interior on a Maverick? Black vinyl interior. Get in that thing with a pair of shorts on in the summertime with 260 air. Two windows rolled down going 60. Yeah. Oh, a Pinto. Steph said, not the Pinto. Holy shit. We had up in Ohio, my aunt had a Gremlin. Do you guys remember those? Horrible car. It would stop on the side of the road all the time. You had a green Ford Mary Beth? Yes. It was my second car. My first, which was a Ford Pinto. I feel you. My first car was a really nice car, and then my dad gave me a piece of shit. I mean, it was a piece of shit, but it would run. It was a 1979 or 78 Buick Skylark with 4 doors. And it wasn't rusted out, but it was that thing of where the paint job had dulled and it was scratchy to the touch. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? It didn't have a like clear coat on it at all. It wasn't any rust on it, and it ran like a freaking top. It was a good running car. But my dad had a freaking car lot, a used car lot at that time, and he gave me the shittiest car on that lot. Oh, God. At one time, my stepsister had a green Hornet, and that car cracked me up. Oh, my God. That was the sister to the Maverick. It was like the cousin of the Maverick. Yep. Remember it well. Girl, yeah, you couldn't tell me nothing. I know what you're talking about. Yes. That Buick, that was just a thing that they did. They were like this is kind of the first year they had rounded off the cars in the 70s, but it did, I think it had air conditioning, but the interior was so shot on it. My dad had it, you remember those sheepskin looking, shearling looking upholstery covers, seat covers? You know, you did them up, you cinched them behind the headrest, cinched them up to fit. It had that kind, because the interior was so, torn and yeah, mine was baby blue. Mine was baby blue with a white top, but it did not have there wasn't a clear coat left on it. It wasn't smooth to the touch. It was real grainy because all the paint had the clear coat had dissolved off of it. Oh, God, Steph, my first car was a piece of shit Hyundai that my dad bought me. I subsequently spent all my money from working in fast food on a Mustang. Okay, girl, from a dealership. Ooh, I love that. Yeah, my mom's car was a Mustang. It was a convertible, and she kept that thing until the wheels fell. I mean, she kept it like 25 years. She literally drove the wheels off of it. Yeah, and then she got what? Another one just like it. She loved it so much, she got another one, and then they sold it. Yeah, it did look like a dead animal, yeah. But it was very soft, so if you wore shorts, you weren't sticking to anything, and it was very soft, but it would burn your ass up. It was hot as hell. Off topic, but what happened with your Mew Mew gloves? I still have them. I have them right here. I have them over here. They're really big, right? And I've done this 2 years in a row. I just got these last week. They're the exact same pair that I had. This is the 3rd pair I've gotten like this because I love them so much. I sleep in these damn things. But yeah, I'm loving time with Winnie, but I must go. Oh, Jen, thanks for coming by tonight. But yeah, those Mew Mew, they're so big framed that they touch the bottom of my cheeks really bad, and I get sweaty underneath them, and they fog up a little bit. I still love the look of them and wearing them, but when I do this, they kind of and they fog up a little bit, so that's why I just don't wear them a whole lot. But I still like the look of them, and they're comfortable to wear, and I can still see through them pretty good, but yeah, I still have them. Mom and Dad had a 1972 SEL, Mercedes-Benz, nice. When they got rid of it, it had 300,000. Wow, they drove the shit out of that. One time when we went up to the Grand Canyon, the water pump went out. My brother flew there with the part. Wow, that's pretty nice. Okay. Very stylish. My dad bought a Mercedes, It was an older one, but it was really nice. It had like a the rest, the armrest on this side. It had like a place you hid your weed in. It literally didn't look like it, but you could flip up that armrest and like hide things, your valuables in there. I guess I don't know. Yeah, but I'll never forget that. It was old when he bought it, but he thought he was a shit in that Mercedes. But I was like, okay, girl, you do you, boo boo. It was a nice car. Steph says in high school, my friend had a Beretta. Okay, yes, that was a convertible. And we drove around cruising and thought we were so cool. It was basically a grandpa car. I feel you. Well, when me and LA were in high school, all the rich kids had Hondas, like Honda Preludes, and yes, one girl had a Celica. But yeah, all the rich kids had like Hondas and I guess Toyotas, but yeah. And my first car was that Datsun that I loved so much, and it was another girl that was a little older than us, Gina, whose dad was there. They were pretty well off, and I saw her out at the family rec one night at a pool hall. I used to hang out at a pool hall. That's where all the boys went. Grand Canyon does make me think of the Brady Bunch special. But yeah, we saw each other one night, and she said, "Please let me drive my old car." And it had been her car that my dad bought from her dad or whatever. And she was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe you got my car. Like, can I drive it?" And I was like, "Yeah, girl, of course." Girl, I let her drive that thing, and she was going so fast, we damn near wrecked going around a corner. And I was like, "Please, just let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back." She was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." And I was thinking, bitch, if you had wrecked my car, I would be so pissed. But it wouldn't run. That car was so good unless it got like cold like it is right now. It would stop running past, like if it got down to the teens at night, we didn't have a garage. So you couldn't warm it up. You'd have to warm up the car physically, like in a garage, to over like 20 or 30 degrees, and then it would start running again. But if it got cold outside, it would just stop running. And I was so okay with that because it was such a beautiful car. But my dad, he sold it out from under me and then came and got it and then gave me that piece of shit. My longest running vehicle was my Toyota 4Runner. Girl, we know about a Toyota 4Runner. Yes. That had over 400,000 miles on it. It never broke down once. LA still has a 4Runner, and they bought it brand new, and it's up there. What is it, like 200 and some thousand miles? So yeah, and it's still kicking. It's been a great car. Hell yeah. Yes. But LA has a real nice car. She's a bougie little baddie car. She does have a nice car. Yeah, 300,000. That makes sense. Bill drove his Toyota work truck, and it had 300 and some thousand miles on it, I think, when he, got this other job. And he loves the work truck they have him in now. Oh my God, he loves it so much. He literally is so crazy. Like, in Bill's mind, a perk at work is not like a 401k or, a bonus. It's a damn nice truck. But, whatever. Yes, she has a Rouge. She calls it the Lana Del Rouge Mercedes. Oh my God, LA's car is fucking nice. It's beautiful inside and out, and it is plush as shit, girl. Yes, yes. Oh man, guys, have you guys been having like a bad? Look at my hair; it looks crazy. I did take a shower today. But have you guys been having like a bad? I've been waking up with like sinus pressure, and you can kind of hear as the day wears on my sinusy. It's just the weather. When it gets cold like this, my sinuses get like nutty, and been having like yesterday. I had a headache all day, and I don't know, just bad sinus pressure. It's this cold ass weather, girl. I'm back. I'm ready, and I'm not a summer gal. I do kind of like fall and winter are my two favorite, but I'm kind of like shit. I'm ready for March. You're on your 5th Cadillac. Old men hit on me. Oh my God, I love that. Listen, I love to be part of the game. If somebody eyeballs me, I'm like, hey, okay, I feel you. Yes. A new Toyota. Yes. We know we have a friend who just bought a new Toyota 4Runner because Bill's nephew is a salesperson at the Toyota store. He's a car salesman. Trimmed out is 70 grand. Yeah, somebody he works with just bought one. And yep. I think it was $72,000 or something brand new. Yeah. You stopped running when your parents, I know you did, but you were a big runner. You still walk a lot. You still do your walks. I loved a Cadillac. Mary Beth says, Winnie, mine are so bad. Okay, you're taking Benadryl. I cannot take Benadryl. Benadryl is almost like I have taken 10 Valiums. I am like, I cannot function on Benadryl. It does me that way. But yes, I have Afrin and I have my off-branded Zyrtec, my allergy relief, which I take at night. And when it gets really bad, I take the Zyrtec, the off-brand, of course, because Zyrtec's like $35 damn. Anyway, I take my off-brand Zyrtec at night, and in the morning I'll take the purple Allegra. I don't know why I said Allegra, but I'll take Allegra in the morning and Zyrtec, like if it's really bad like this. But yeah, we are farmers, only Cadillac. I feel you. My dad that was his favorite car. Like he loved a damn, I'm gonna take one right now. He loved a damn Cadillac so much. That was his all-time pinnacle car. He loved it. We've had a couple of Cadillac Escalades, which we absolutely loved, but they barely fit in our garage, and they're so damn big, and it costs so much to drive one. Listen, we never bought a new one. The newest one we had was like 6 months old, but girl, I don't know who we thought we were driving that damn Cadillac around here. And Bill had it all tricked out. He changed the muffler out to make it sound like, oh, he tricked that motherfucker out. It was nice. It was not, yeah, Zizal is one good one, yeah. But he tricked that thing out to where it was bitching. I mean, it was beautiful. People would be like, oh, he put new rims on it. He changed the grill out. We tinted them windows down dark. Like, that was his baby. But then I also had, y'all know I'm bougie. I mean, I'm sorry, but I never buy a new car anymore, but I always like to have a nice car. Yes, it does. But, God, it was like freaking, you got like 8 miles to the gallon on that car. It was terrible. But we don't need 2 cars in my household. This was the clincher for me. We had 2 cars, Bill, and a work truck. Like, we didn't need that. And so I had a BMW at the time, which we called Old Gravy because Leanne's daughter named it Old Gravy because it was gray. And I swear to God, it was like, which one do we keep? Let's sell one. So we sold that Cadillac. And I think it was the wrong decision because Bill loved it so much and it brought him so much joy. I wish that we had sold the freaking Old Gravy and kept his car. But, you know, what are you going to do? So, yeah. I don't want to get all strung out on Afrin, but my sinuses, I do, when my sinuses are like this, but I've been using these things, these Wow Sticks, which Leanne turned me on to, and they do work good, but I've had to hit some Afrin the past few nights, girl. Because if I can't breathe, I can't sleep. No. One hit and you're done and you're hooked. Yeah, I am hooked. I have Afrin all over the freaking house. Everybody knows I'm hooked on it. Mary Beth said, okay, Steph says my parents were weird. They refused to buy anything on credit. Oh my God, they're smart. They weren't weird. They paid cash or nothing. My grandma was like that, but not me, girl. I'm stupid. I have an 05 black Lexus bought from a car auction, and it was just like brand new. A little old lady had it before me. Wow. We had our car before this one was a Lexus, and Bill loves a Lexus. But this car is badass. We love our car right now, girl. We love it. We love it. But, yeah, we had a coupe. We had a 350 right? And then we had a RX 350, like the SUV. And they're good cars. They're great cars. And my daughter has a Lexus too. No, she traded it on a Toyota, but she had a Lexus. No, they still have a Lexus. And they will run forever. I never had an issue out of either one of those cars. Those, yeah. The off-brand of Afrin? The name of the off-brand. I don't know. Hey, Laurie. How are you? Welcome in. I'm so glad you came in. Vicks Vapor Inhaler is back. Grandma gave me that, and I know, me too. I still have, in order to remember my grandma fondly, I still have a Revco thing of, I probably still have it. I can't open it. Okay, you guys can't see in here. I have it somewhere in here. Shit, all my shit's gonna fall out. I have it somewhere, but I still have, and it's the Revco brand. It's not Vicks. But you know, it looks just like a bottle of Vicks Vapo Rub, and it still smells. It's 40 years old. But I remember my grandmother with that thing, and Carter's tried to throw it out a million times, and I'm like, no. It makes me sentimental to like, oh, it just takes me back to my grandma. And my grandma was a sweetheart. Well, I had one grandma that was a sweetheart. The rest of them, what are you going to do? But I had to take my Zyrtec, girl. I'm going to take it. Don't worry, I would never take an Ambien while I'm live with y'all. Not unless y'all was talking out of my ass, and who knows what I'd say. I can't be trusted. The Zyrtec is Members Mark. It's from Sam's, and it says on the packaging like you get 2. So hell yeah, for like $15, I got 2 big ass bottles, 100 tablets or 200 tablets. So I got 400 tablets for what I could get, you know, a quarter of them for $35 for the name. But yeah, this is Members Mark, and it just says citrazine something, whatever but it says on the packaging, it says, same as compared to Zyrtec. So I was like, well, shit, I'm no dummy. Yeah. So yeah, I'm hitting pan on this one. I've only got like, this many left. So yeah, I've got my other one sitting over here. That'll last me a damn year. Well, it'll last me 400 days. It'll last me over a year because I take one every night. And I don't fail either. I take one every damn night, whether I need it or not. Yeah, Members Mark. Yeah, from Sam's. It's Sam's Club's brand. Like, their store brand or whatever is called Members Mark. Yeah. Mary Beth says, Winnie, what was your... Yes, it was. It was white. Yep. It was like a pearl color. Yeah, it was beautiful. And that was a nice car, but I'm powerless to stop this, guys. I am bougie AF. I think it's from where I grew up so poor. You know what I mean? And like, I always saw other kids with all the cool things, and I just always, wanted all the finer things. And when I could afford to buy them, well, I won't even say I could afford to buy them, but when I got to a place where I worked and could work for stuff, because I've always been somebody that's hustled, like been a hustler, like I'll work a couple jobs, or like, I'll do the YouTube thing and I'll do my real job, or, back when I was doing radio, I would do all the remotes and I would do voiceovers for people, and, sometimes I would do sales. So yeah, I've always had like like I've always wanted a lot of crazy shit that's not needed, and luxury shit. Just always have. I mean, I used to apologize for it, but now I'm like, it's my money. What do you care? Yeah, it does explain it, right? But you know what I mean? Like, so I've always felt like, I guess it's an inferiority complex or whatever. And then I always felt like, which I know is totally ludicrous, and this is just my thinking. I don't know, but this is just my thinking. Is like, I've always felt like inferior, so I felt like things would make me feel. But then when you get the things and you buy the things, it doesn't really make you feel any different, but it makes me feel good wearing it, carrying it, driving it. So in this world, I I really feel like this, and I believe this with all my heart, and I know people will say you're full of shit, but I believe if something can bring you happiness because there's so much fucking gloom in the world, guys, seriously, there really is. And so many things that are wrong and whatever and can make you feel, you know what I mean? Like you work all the time, you do all this, you know what I mean? If you can feel a little bit of comfort and yeah, belonging or happiness out of a thing, I don't, yeah. Like, why wouldn't I do it? Like, I get it. Yeah, I maybe, moved in with my daughter or my son or my other daughter when I'm a certain age because I've, squandered away all my retirement. That's totally a thing. It'll probably happen, right? So yeah, Mary Beth says, Winnie, you're a hustler. You get it done. Me too. I've always worked. Yeah. Yeah. But right, I rock my bags and I rock my sneakers and I really feel like that. I just feel like that. Like when it's over with, what are you going to do with it? Like these people who are billionaires, their kids, like 20 generations from now could never spend all the money that they've, amassed and hoarded up. Like, what are you going to do with it? And I get it when you're a super wealthy person, like those things, don't mean anything because you can buy and sell anything you want. But I don't know, it's the middle class or the lower middle class or whatever that makes the world go round. Really, we're the ones that buy all the unattainable shit and buy stuff to make us feel better. I mean, I could go on a rant for days, but it's how I feel. I enjoy the stuff that I've worked for. Yeah, and I am proud of the things that I have and that I worked for, and yeah. Right, yeah. So, yeah. I just feel like that. I really do. I really do. And Leanne and I are of the same way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like she and I like the same. That's why we're best friends. Cause we love things. And I would feel shitty. I would feel worse knowing that here I am, 10 years or whatever away from retirement. And I have nothing, I don't have, the things that I long for or want, or I won't say need because it's not needed. But, I've worked and worked and worked my ass off. I work 60 hours a week. I do. I always have. And I feel like if I work my ass off and at the end of it, I don't have, anything that made me happy during that time. I'm not just saying like, things. I'm just saying, a house or a car or something like that. Like, I just feel like, well, what the fuck am I doing? I don't know. That's probably bullshit, but that's how I feel. That is my thinking on it. Now, in 10 years, that might change. I might just be squandering. I might be living in, a one bedroom and can't do anything. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that. Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not hurting anybody. Yeah. Right. Right. Bethany, right. If I was stealing from somebody or hurting someone or running over people to get to where that I that's different. So Deborah said I was tall and gawky. Then I grew into looking striking. Yes. I go with it. Yeah. Yeah. Try and look nice. Sure. You deserve the things that make you smile. And no matter what that is, I can't tell you what that is for you, right? Yes. And Leanne really did, she did go through a long waiting period and she searched and she sought out and she got the car. And so I don't begrudge anybody. I don't begrudge anybody to do what makes them happy. Yeah, YOLO. And I get it, it just brings such, you can see when I look at freaking sneakers, girl, and bags and whatever, it makes me happy. that may make me a terrible person, but I can't help it. I can't help who I am. I can't, and I want to blame my father for a lot of that because he was very materialistic, and he sort of drilled that in. And when he got in front of people, he talked about things that he had or that he did or that you know what I mean. And so I think that comes. A lot of that does come from him, and a lot of it comes from I didn't have anything and now I want to have things. It's probably irrational and bad. And I will say from the time, and Leanne and I have the same age kids, and you guys probably feel the same way. You raised your kids and you did without things and you got them things, right? And those 20 years or whatever, while you were, for me, 30, but while you were raising your kids until you got them to a place where you could, sort of do for yourself. And I do well for them at Christmas time and birthdays, and my grandkids, I supply them nice things. So I don't think it's, I'll say this, I'm not going to apologize for it. Like I used to apologize for things and, oh shit, I bought this. No, I worked. I'm paying for it some which way. I either bought it with my money or charged it on my credit card, and I'm going to end up paying for it anyway. So like, shit, yeah. Yeah, right. We went through that first Murakami drop just where we were just so wanting one thing and we didn't get shit. And we saw those bags and we went on eLuxury and we frothed for them and we couldn't get them because, we had kids and our situations were different. And yeah. So I want the Speedy Nano, but I need it to have the same strap as the 25. Oh, okay. I think you had commented on my yes. So I had the Nano Speedy, and it's now Melissa's, and the right handbag. Which Melissa, I saw you comment, but it went by so quick. I apologize. I didn't get to read your comment, and I'm so sorry. But Melissa, that Nano Speedy that you bought. That strap is just 2 pieces. I'm pretty sure it's just 2 pieces. Right. And I will also tell you, CS, that if you do get the Nano, right, so Melissa, it doesn't have 3 pieces. It's just 2, right? Yeah, okay. So it doesn't have 3 pieces, so you can take one section out. But you could go on a reseller site or eBay and get the 3 and use it on that. I mean, there's nothing wrong with doing that. But I will say, I think the one that I have that is the 18, the one that I keep trying to sell, but nobody ever buys, the Pharrell one, I believe it is a 3-parter. I want to say, because it's a thicker one. But yeah, the little Nano is just adjustable with 2 pieces that fit together. And so, but if I were you, it's long. And well, Melissa, you're little bitty too, but you're a small gal, so I could see. But even at its longest setting, even at my bigger size when I was bigger, it did come down to my hip. So it is a very ample, good strap. But I will say, okay, so Leanne has a bandolier strap if you are needing one. So I will say for you, I would just get the 3-part strap and go ahead and get yourself a Nano. Yeah, I believe the Pharrell one is a 3-parter. Yeah, you're 5'4", so we're about the same. I'm 5'5", so we're about the same, but you're a little smaller than me, stature-wise, right? Yeah, we're smaller now. Yes, we are, Marsha. Hell yes. Oh, you did get your Murakami case. Okay, girl. Deb, you're tall and statuesque and beautiful. I already know, girl. You're gorgeous. You're gorgeous. But yeah, if I were you, CS, I would go ahead and get my Nano if that's what you want. I would, a strap, I'll say this. A strap is not going to stop me from getting the bag I want because I can always just switch out straps. So that's what I would do if I was you. Just my, I have the Speedy 30B, Kathy says. I use the strap on my Speedy 20, yeah. And I bought a third-party strap for the 30B. I prefer a thicker strap. Yes. I feel you. Yeah. But I was a geek at school. You never shake off those. You don't. You don't. You really don't. No. And I will, to this day, always, no matter what size that I get to. Mary Beth. Okay, we're about this. We're same. Okay, girl. I see you. Yes, babes. But no matter how much weight I will lose, or I'll always be a big, in my mind, I always still try to buy like double XL clothes, and I still look at that first, and I still go to those sizes, and I will always do that. That's just something that's in your mind. And I don't, who knows tomorrow? I mean, I don't know that I can always maintain the size that I am now. I hope so, and I want to, but I know from past behavior when I've dieted down to smaller-ish, that every single time I have gained it back plus. So I hope that doesn't happen to me, but I never say never. I never say never, ever. And I always believed people when they told me my kids were doing something crazy. Because I'm always like, kids will do shit, So, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you don't go to the reunions? I go to all of them. But, and I have one coming up. All of it. Dawn, you didn't go to yours this year. Yeah, you had one. Yeah, I got one next year. I don't know if anybody's putting one together, but I'm sure a couple of the girls. Can we see? Yeah. I have on the Santa Baby. And Candy has a sweatshirt that's kind of similar to this, but I think the sweatshirt one, isn't he sucking on a sucker or something? But yeah, he's got little lights in his beard. I got this from Amazon. You missed your 50th reunion? Oh, well, yeah, I don't blame you. Oh, that's sad. That's sad that you missed, though. They chased me down to go to a reunion, Miss Kathy. I said, I'm sorry, I don't have any good memories. Well, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. LA won't go with me, and I'm begging her, please go with me. We'll have fun. We'll have a big time. And people always say, because they know we're besties, people always say, where's Leanne? Have you seen Leanne? What's Leanne doing? They always ask about you. I don't want to answer any questions. I haven't had kids, not married, not gay, just don't want to. I feel you. And you shouldn't have to. But people always do want to know your business. I flat out said to someone, there's no one I want to see. And what am I going to talk about? My phantom husband and kids and look like a real loser? Oh, Dawn, come on, no. But I mean, I get that you don't want to answer, nobody's business. Your life is your life, right? I go just to make all the guys that would not date me regret it. I feel you, girl. Yes. Hell yeah. Yeah. Oh, you went to an all-girls school. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Caddy. Yeah. So far, so good. No regrets, girl. No regrets. Yeah, I keep in touch with a small handful of people I went to high school with. Yeah, the ones that you want to keep in touch with, like me in LA. Yeah, we're good. But we weren't high school besties. I mean, we knew who each other was. We didn't get to be friends until after we got married and had kids. Like good friends. But at one point, I think the universe kept trying to make us friends because, yeah, she lived next door to me at one point, which is so crazy, in college. And then, of course, we met up at a birthday party for kids when our kids were in kindergarten, and we were like, oh shit, and we were like, oh damn, and then it was just that was it. We were besties. Yeah. Yep. Yeah. I do see people on Facebook. I had a I don't know if he won't see this, but I had a guy named Chris just text me or message me out of the blue a few weeks ago, and he said, I just wanted you to know that all your shit comes up on my feed, and I like to see what you're doing or whatever. And I was like, oh, oh, okay. Well, I had to hide. I didn't feel like telling him, but I was thinking, well, shit, I had to hide you because all your political crap you post every damn day. If you got political crap, I don't care if it's left, right, center. I do not like it. I don't want to see it. I will hide you and slow down you from being on my feed forever because I don't care to look at that nonsense. I don't care about it. We'll see it. You nearly married 3 times, but I'm afraid of marriage. I feel you. Yeah, it ain't for everybody. What? Marsha has been since we were 4. Wow, that's good. That's very good. Yeah, be proud. Yes. I have Facebook, but clean house regularly. Rachel. Word. I don't really get on there and look at shit anymore. Bill, he'll argue with people. He'll get on there and post shit. He'll look at, he'll spend minutes, several minutes every single, probably close to an hour. He'll run through his shit and look at and I'm like, no, I haven't sat and run through the feed. Now I'll do it on Instagram and TikTok because that shit cracks me up. And Instagram cracks me up. Like I laugh so hard every night scrolling. Yeah. And I'll do it, on the shorts on YouTube. I'll get in a loop where I'm like, just be constantly like, oh shit. Yeah. Word, girl. Yeah. I feel you. Yeah, but I don't got time for all that. I don't got time to be looking at, let's see, my first high school, she went, it was my business, had finished working for Hillary, so I was going, oh, I feel you. Yes. Deb says, I like nice clothes. Right. Like, we like nice things. Yeah. I don't. And most of my feed is my family. And I love my family, but I don't know. I don't. Hey, LA, how are you? 2 LAs in the house. How are you, doll? Thanks for coming in. Deborah says, I became a lawyer after traveling and modeling, fought organized crime. Deb, you've led a good life. You've got an interesting, and you're gorgeous. Like, hey, girl, if I were you, I'd definitely show up to my reunions looking all good. That'd be me. I'd be like, and now what? Melissa said, they cut my circle of trust down on Facebook. Not down. Yeah. We kind of had to go there. The world has gone a certain way, girl. And I'm not trying to say that being any sort of way. I'm just saying, like, people got bold and decided, you see this every day, that they can say some shit to people that really your mom taught you, and we're all of a certain age here, so I know your mom and dad's taught y'all, if you ain't got shit nice to say, then why say it? But no, people think, well, I'll just call you a certain thing, or I'll say you're this, or like, ma'am, sir, stop. You know you're being recorded. And when you put shit on the internet, it stays there forever. I know that better than anybody, but right. What are you saying now? Is that your hill to die on? You're going to come out and say, okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, Deb, I feel you. We are simpatico on that, my friend. I have to be on Facebook. That's where my sister announces everything. My sister does too, girl. Yeah. She announced that she was pregnant. Wow. Oh my God, that's wild. Okay. Yeah, my sister chronicles her whole life on Facebook, and that's okay. She can do that. And I go to see what my siblings are doing. My brothers, both of the, yeah. I go to see, sometimes I'll check in on my family. I don't even have to say anything to them. I just go, oh, okay. You're in Arizona today. Okay, have fun. Yeah. Mary Beth says, personally, I hate people. I love animals, but I love you ladies. Oh, Mary Beth, thank you. Right? It's gotten to the point where we're like, I can stomach a few people, but shit, I would I would be uh more whatever social, but fuck, I'm always doing something, working, I got a lot of shit going on, and yeah. So anyway, it's so lucky to find a WB live. What? Wait a minute. What are you saying? I'm tough. Pink. Oh, Givenchy, which is arriving on Friday. Oh, I love it. Same color as WB. Oh, is this one? Okay. Yes, flamingo pink. That reminds me of LA. Didn't somebody have a flamingo tag or something? Yeah. Flamingo. Flamingo. I feel you. Okay. Nowadays, all I put on Facebook is what I put on IG. What I'm eating or how many miles. Yeah. Gotta keep it. Yeah. All I do is post handbags and sneakers, and he's doing good. It's Frankie. Frankie, yeah. Yeah, the neighbor's tag when you guys lived over where on Carmel, right? Um, he's doing good. He's downstairs. He was crying a little bit, but Bill's down there now, and I fed him. And little Frankie the hot dog. He's not actually a hot dog. He's a Chihuahua, but I was holding him earlier, and he puts his little head over my shoulder sometimes, and sometimes I can get him to stay like that for a while and love on him and kiss him and hold him. And he was being sweet today. Oh, the Tree Streets. Oh, I really thought it was when you lived over on Carmel before I moved in over there. Okay. I had it in my head it was somebody that lived across in the other apartments. Gotcha. Okay. Winnie, you have been a breath of fresh air for me oh, thank you, Melissa. You too. Oh, you're so sweet. Oh. Yeah, being yourself. Yeah, you just got to be you. I mean, I don't know who else to be, but I will tell you, I have put on airs before, and I have put on airs, and I've noticed that I'm doing it, and I can feel that I'm doing it, and I hate myself after I've done it. That's the truth. That's real freaking talk right now. Like, I have put on airs, and it just feels smarmy and shitty, and then walking away from whoever I was talking to, I felt like, who are you? Why did you do that? You're not that like, stop it. Oh, Givenchy. I just fought a legal battle and they caved. Just a small one, but it's the principle. There you go. Deb, you are an amazing person. I love you. Today is 1 year. Oh, that's right. It is today, Dawn. I'm so sorry. I swear to God, it does not feel like it has been a year since Eva and Yota were at your house and you lost your baby. I'm sorry. I know. It's every day you think about him. He puts his chew toy in her, on my shoulder, like he wants her to take it away. He is cute. Yeah, if you're not paying attention to him, he'll get his toy, whatever it is, and he'll get on the seat behind me, and he'll get up on my back and chew on that toy, and and I'm like, oh, give it to me. He's a sweetheart. He really is a sweet doggy. I love him. I love him. Oh God, is it 8:39, girl? We've been on here for 2 hours. Have we been on here 2 hours? Yeah, we have been on here 2 hours. Flamingos in life start out white, right? And then they get from the brine of the shrimp. Isn't that amazing? I learned that from Disney, the Disney animal, where you take y'all know what I mean. If Jackie was here, she'd know. Oh gosh. Saya! Oh my God, I'm about to get off of here. Oh my God, I love you. I was talking to somebody today and they were talking about Burberry. And I said, I have a good friend that works for Burberry. But they were like, I don't even know what Burberry is. What is Burberry? And I was like, oh, girl. I said, that plaid print, you'll know it. If I showed you the Novacek classic plaid print, you'd freaking know what Burberry was, you know. But they were talking about Burberry bags and stuff. And I said, I have 2 Burberry bags. One I suspect is fake, but that's another story for another day. I think I've told you all. There is a song like a flamingo from the 60s, maybe? I don't know. You're probably right. Oh, Dawn. Yeah, I'm so sorry. Pretty Flamingo. There we go. Fur babies, our family. Oh, God, I miss Maryland every damn day. Ugh. Saya, I'm so glad you came in. Now I live in Spokane. Is it Spokane? Yeah, Spokane. La Jolla. How many times have you been in La Jolla and people have been on the wrong turn and said, where's this La Jolla at? But if you know, you know, right? How many times have people, well, Kathy knows, she lives out there. How many times have people who aren't from California or aren't from around there and aren't familiar? Well, hell, I got an account one time in my old work, and I was working on this account from somebody, and they had just told us I just trained for this new job, and they had said like, we don't work on Canada, like anything that comes from Canada. And I got I got an account that said Ontario, CA. And in my mind, I thought, and I went over to my boss, I said, oh, hell no, we don't work Ontario, Canada accounts. He said, that's Ontario, California, they're genius. And I was like, yeah, thank you. Oh, a quick recap? Okay. I got new sneakers that I absolutely love. These are called not the zombies. Shit, the voodoo. These are called voodoos. Ah, love these. These are the 77 redos of the Bruins in the jumbo swoosh in the mid-cut. These are called Krampus, which are my favorite freaking, I love these so much. I'm going to wear these tomorrow. Shit, I'm going to put these on right now. Who's kidding? These are called the Krampus. Hold on. I gotta put these out. I'm just going to show you the high spots. These are called the Olympics. They're silk. They're actually all silk. Loving you. Sneakers, 'cause you're beautiful. La, la, la. Y'all are like, shut the hell up, ladies. Okay, the Voodoos. The Krampuses, my favorites. Saya, are you watching, hun? The Up-Tempos. And I will show you the ones that the gals all loved the best. These are the ones that the gals loved the best. Well, these are actually really cute. These are called the Barbershop. Look, it has the clipper. What do you call it? Guide? Yeah. Has the clipper guide on there. And it's really thick and heavy too, girl. What do you know about thick and heavy? But look how cute these are. They have like a Louis Vuitton motif right here. Okay, it's not really, but... And they're Tiffany blue. Shit, these are adorable. These are freaking cool. Okay, the ones that the ladies loved the most are these. No, shit. Did I already say? Oh, no, they're these. But look at these. Mulberry and rose and this really nice blue. Oh, my God. Right? Bam, bam. Love these. And let's see. You guys loved those the best. I think all you gals loved those the most, right? But wait a minute. But wait. The pink, right, Deb? Oh my God. Okay, these are more boyish. But they are cute. They'd be cute with a red top and some jeans. Okay. And these were cheap. Some of these were really cheap. I will say that. And half of the buying of these was because, oh shit, they're really cheap. Yeah. Okay, these I think everybody enjoyed too. Pink, so good. No, I don't. No, these are the triple blacks, which are cute too. But yeah, I guess the consensus was the pink pair, right? And the purple, maybe. But yeah, that's it. But I love the Krampus. God, of all of them, like I love them all. But my favorite is this. And of course, you saw these Stranger Things. But girl, these. Now, what would you guys do? Would you lace up with the orange? The orange. January sales. Oh God, Deb, don't tell me. La Jolla. Christmas shoe haul, yes. Actually, I've gotten these for, yeah, it's been a while. I've been collecting these for, I won't say, probably 4 or 5 months, maybe. But yeah, these are my favorite. Oh God, they smell so good. And wait a minute. My butt in the shot. Sorry. Did my butt hang out? Oh God. I'm sorry, guys. Yep, there's my whole butt. Sorry, saw it. But these are my Christmassy pair. And they're called the Gorges because they're gorgeous. But yeah, like, you know, Valley Gorge. But these are the softest friggin' pair. And they're so Christmassy. I do love these. Okay. That's it. Ooh, excuse me. That was the box. Sorry. Y'all are like, oh, girl. What'd you have for dinner? Oh, gosh. Me and my brother inherited. Yes. Aww. Yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Like, that's just what I brought in here. But, oh my God, guys. She needs to stop. I love you guys so much. Thank you for joining me tonight. I'm going to go down, take my shot. Marsha, you with me? You with me? My shot day is today. I'm going to take my shot. I'm going to take my Ambien. Going to love on my doggy a little bit. And then put him to bed. And I'm going to go to bed. And I'm going to lay here for 3 hours flipping through YouTube. And then finally get tired of whatever's on YouTube and decide that I'm going to try to watch a show and promptly fall asleep. That is my old ass night. Every single night. The same thing happens. Yeah. But anyway, I'll probably shop. I'll probably look for those drops that I didn't get. Okay, I need to stop. Bye, Saya. I love you guys so much. Bye. Thank you guys for coming. Bye.